Are we live? Hello. Yeah? Yeah, we are. What's going on, people? How are we feeling on this fine Thursday evening? Hello, Ninja, Katrine, Joe, Pyrola. What's up? We are live. Wonderful. We are here. What's up, Denise? How are you? If I haven't told you before, I love that picture of Creeper that you've got as your profile there. How you doing, Joe? Last night was so much fun. The album club stream was just awesome. We did recoil, unsound methods, and it was a crazy, trippy adventure with lots of great chats. Hello, Jay. How you doing, mate? Joe says, "Have you recovered from from yesterday's stream?" Yeah, I need a little lie down afterwards. No, I'm feeling great actually. I'm feeling really, really good today. I think I've kind of I've as you know, I've moved into my apartment, but I've kind of been off on trains everywhere for the last sort of month or so, just moving about all the time. And now I've been in one place and I'm not going anywhere for like at least a month, and I'm just starting to feel it. I'm starting to like catch up with myself, and just my energy's getting higher. And you know what I mean? I'm feeling happy and healthy, and yeah, really, really, really good. And really excited to get into some music, especially on this Thursday themed stream today. So today it's a slightly mysterious one. I can't remember who suggested this one, because we have done soundtracks before. This one, soundtracks and show tunes. I think we're keeping it broad. There's a variety of requests in, and some are from like musical moments from TV shows or themes, or covers of themes from TV shows or films. It could be scenes from a musical, like anything like that. If you want to do like Chicago or something like Billy Elliot, I don't know. That all works great. Um, Jay says, I have a request. Can you post the stream ideas on Discord? The stream theme ideas on Discord. That's a great idea. I absolutely can. And then we can kind of discuss it and add some more things on there. Which reminds me, I should load up the picker wheel as well so that we can work out what we are streaming next week, what the theme is. Da, 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 da. Okay. Yeah. The lag. We've done You've Probably Never Heard of Them, haven't we? Did we do that? I feel I'm losing my mind. Best and worst of an artist. We've got some really, really great themes in here. Hello, Ninja. What's up? Hello, Rene. Katrine says, I am fine sitting in my hotel room, ready to go to Sweden Rock Festival and Majestica's show tomorrow. Oh, that's going to be so much fun. Katrine says, yes, we have. All right, I'm going to take that one off the list. Get off. There we go. Ninja says, so weird lately. I have to refresh the page to get the stream going. Strange. Okay. So we are going to be going over onto twitch.tv/PSpeaksWithDan to get into the reactions. I am thinking of going back to YouTube occasionally, doing some dedicated live streams, and maybe some little dipping my toes in, a little bit more YouTube streaming, but occasionally. I think it's going to be more like one-offs rather than a regular thing, though who knows? I can't say anything for sure. But the requests we have today, if you've made a request and I don't read it out, have a good old scream at me, let me know, and I will sort it out. I think I've got everything here. Mads Mikkelsen dancing in Another Round. Umbrella Academy. We've got 2 from Tommy Johansson. We've got Sons of Apollo, The Cure, Rammstein, Pulp 2 from Pulp Fiction. Yes, West Side Story. Hell yeah. 2 cellos. I love those guys. Julie Cruz from Twin Peaks. Interesting. This one is a little out of the theme, but it's been requested. As Claire said, it's the soundtrack to her life, and I'll take it. It is the new drop from Ren and Chris Webby. which I'm delighted has been requested. So it's sort of somewhat on the theme. I'm going to make an exception for that one. And then we've got a couple from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, one of my favorite shows as a child. So really looking forward to that. I think they're both from the musical episode, which was great. I remember a tap dancing demon, I think. Jace Everett and the Magicians. And that is everything I have got here. Have I missed anything? Ninja says, some people stream on both at the same time if you have the hardware for it. That's interesting. I think my main issue with streaming on YouTube is the copyright. You know, like it's quite simply that's the issue. So it's sort of be the same kind of feel. But yeah, I think when I do YouTube ones, I have to be very selective. Like I think doing dedicated live streams is probably where I know it's an artist that I'm not going to get a strike on. You know, I think that's the sensible thing to do. Whereas a free for all on YouTube, that's where it can get a little hairy. Parola says there was indeed a tap dancing demon. Hell yeah. Joe says I have 2 suggestions for theme. 1 remixes and 2 music videos. Now, do you mean like amazing music videos? Remixes is fantastic, and I like music videos, but I feel like it needs to be like special. Special music videos. Jay says, had an idea for the first non-kid song you remember liking, your first favorites. Your first non-kid song. So like as an adult, your first, or as a teenager, your first favorite songs. We need to think of a way of wording that. There's like 1 or 2 words. Paolo says YouTube has taken out all the videos on Andy's channel. I asked him about it and he said he hasn't touched it in years. Scary times. So are you back home now, Pyrola? Ninja says remixes could fall into cover songs category, which we've done. I hear your point, but I disagree. I think a remix it's not a cover. You know what I mean? It's where you take a song and rearrange it. So I think I think remix would be good to like stand alone on its own, because there's so many different kinds of remixes. You know, you can remix the obvious ones are all the sort of club dance music kinds of remixes, but there's also all kinds of ambient, experimental. You know, things can be remixed into all kinds of genres. So I think that could be pretty eclectic. Jay says, could be a kid, but not a kid's song. Gotcha. Jay says, mine is Simon and Garfunkel. I was 8. I'm with you. Okay. Barola says, I'm back home. Yes, awesome. Cool. I hope you got home safely and it was a good trip. And I hope you enjoyed your time here in England. I'm just gutted I didn't get to come see you at the Longest Johns. It's been a mad time. Jay says about 1 million Tool Pussifer remixes spoiled for choice. Indeed. Okay. Right. So I'm gonna throw a couple in there. So remixes. I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna add amazing music videos. I think that could be a lot of fun. And then your first favorite artist. Does that work? I think your first favorite artist, because artist, I think that kind of rules out Peppa Pig. You know what I mean? Not to throw shade on Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig does suck though. That's watched too much of that. It's not one of my favorites. I feel sorry for Daddy Pig, to be honest. Ninja says, so Tool's No Quarter is kind of a remix of sorts, I guess. Sort of. Pyrola says, trip home was pretty decent, apart from the half-hour delay while I was on the plane to Heathrow. It's Twitch time, and we haven't done the wheel. Right, okay. As cool as the Wombles are, thinking more like Black Sabbath. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. The Wombles are damn cool, but ladies and gentlemen, as Pyrola has rang the bell, it is 5:30. We are heading over to twitch.tv/peacebeats with Dan. Let's get into some music. First, we're going to spin the wheel. I'll see you over on Twitch. Peace and love, everybody. Let's do it.